If she really wanted you, you wouldn't be sitting there analyzing every text, overthinking every silence, or questioning the way she says your name. But here you are, trapped in her loop, waiting, hoping, wondering. Almost hers, almost committed, almost something that feels real. And that almost is exactly where she wants you. Because when a woman isn't serious, she won't tell you straight up. She'll keep you close enough to use, but far enough to avoid responsibility. Most men don't notice until they're completely drained. But today, I'm going to show you the 5 signs she's playing you for a fool, so you can stop being used and start taking back control. This isn't about blaming her. It's about seeing the truth, saving your time, and protecting your heart. Here's the thing. You don't fall into this because she's extraordinary. You fall because the way she treats you taps into something deeper inside you, something you've been ignoring for years. Most men don't realize how easily they can get pulled into a woman's emotional game until they're already stuck in it. And it usually starts with one simple vulnerability: the hunger to feel chosen. That hunger blinds you. It makes you overlook the tiny inconsistencies. The hesitation in her voice, the vagueness in her answers, the way she keeps you close enough to taste her affection, but never close enough to claim it. You tell yourself you're being patient, understanding, fair, but what's really happening is much colder. She's feeding you crumbs of emotional connection, just enough warmth to keep you standing at her door, hoping the next moment will be different. That's the trap. Women understand emotional patterns far better than men. You invest in straight lines, consistency, effort, progress. She moves in cycles: attention, withdrawal, re-engagement. When these collide, you end up analyzing her through your logic, not seeing the strategy behind it. She gives you a compliment late at night, a playful text, a soft touch. Your brain takes that hit of dopamine and builds an entire story around it. Then she disappears. And instead of questioning her intentions, you question your worth. You weren't blinded by her beauty. You were blinded by hope. Hope makes you rewrite her excuses as compassion. It makes you accept inconsistency as complexity. It makes you defend her behavior instead of protecting yourself. You start believing she's misunderstood, overworked, emotionally wounded, anything that keeps you from facing the truth. She's simply not choosing you. Once you understand this, the next 5 signs become impossible to ignore. And each one shows exactly how she pulls you deeper into a game she never intended to finish. If this already sounds familiar, hit that subscribe button so you don't get stuck in the same games again. Like the video to lock in this knowledge for yourself and share it with other men who need to see the truth. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your experience could be the wake-up call someone else needs. Doing this helps you stay aware, avoid heartbreak, and take control of your relationships instead of giving your power away. Sign 1. Emotional distance wrapped in flirtation. It starts the same way every time. Warmth that feels intentional. Compliments that hit you in the chest. Lingering touches that make your skin tingle. Late-night texts that feel like private confessions. She gives you enough sweetness to trigger hope, enough softness to make you think she's opening up. But the moment you try to deepen the connection, everything changes. She dodges vulnerability like a pro. You ask a personal question, she redirects. You share your feelings, she goes quiet. You hint at defining the relationship, she suddenly becomes confused or not ready. Pay attention. That warmth is always surface level. Nothing real. Nothing that requires risk. Nothing that creates true connection. Flirtation becomes her currency. Your emotional investment becomes the return she collects. She knows you mistake chemistry for connection, and she uses that confusion to keep you orbiting around her. When a woman wants you, emotional depth is natural. When she doesn't, flirtation is bait. Men fall for this because they assume reciprocity. They think if she's showing interest, she must want something real. But what she actually wants is attention without accountability. Your desire boosts her ego. Your consistency gives her comfort at zero cost. She gets all the perks of closeness while staying behind a wall she never intends to lower. Stop feeding her emotional oxygen. Pull back, not to punish her, but to see the truth. If she wants something real, she'll meet you halfway without hesitation. If she goes cold or fades, you finally see the intention from the start. Control, not love. Sign 2. She keeps other men in the conversation. At first, it seems harmless. She mentions an ex who texts sometimes, a coworker who flirts, a male friend who gets her. She drops these casually, like she's just sharing. But every name she mentions is a calculated move. She's not informing you. She's positioning herself. A woman genuinely interested in you minimizes outside noise. She makes you feel like you have her focus. But when she brings up other men, she's using them as psychological leverage. Insecurity, jealousy, competition. These emotions make you chase without realizing it. You start wondering if you're enough. You try harder. You chase more. You fight invisible battles. The truth? A woman who wants you protects your confidence. She doesn't create games. She doesn't use other men as props. She doesn't sabotage your peace. So here's the test. Stop reacting. Don't ask questions. Don't give her the emotional spike she's fishing for. If she intensifies the comparisons, she's playing. If she quietly distances herself, she's revealing her hand. Either way, you get clarity. Sign 3. Your effort increases while her appreciation shrinks. This is where most men get trapped. You start strong, thoughtful, attentive, consistent. She responds just enough to keep you thinking progress is being made. But then something subtle shifts. No matter what you do, it's never enough. Your effort goes up. Her appreciation goes down. She moves the goalposts. One week she wants spontaneity, next week she wants emotional availability. You adjust. She criticizes. She disappears. Your consistency becomes her convenience. She doesn't need to commit because your presence is guaranteed. You're the safety net. She takes, she critiques, she keeps the upper hand. The pattern is simple. She wants control. She wants you slightly insecure, slightly uncertain. Your presence comforts her without the need for reciprocity. Stop chasing. Withdraw. Let her meet you where you are. That's the only way to see the truth. Sign 4. Inconsistency is not confusion. Men mistake this as mixed signals or emotional complexity. It's not. It's a calculated control. She warms you up just enough to pull you closer, then cools down to keep you guessing. Text nonstop for 2 days, then radio silence. Flirty nights, distant mornings. The brain loves intermittent rewards. Unpredictable highs hit harder than consistency. She learned this early. Every compliment, every touch, every moment of attention is followed by withdrawal. You confuse it with chemistry, but it's conditioning. Here's the key. Notice the rhythm, not the moment. Does she match your effort, show up consistently, or only appear when you pull back? Real interest is consistent. Fake interest is chaotic. Stop chasing highs. Measure patterns. That's when the illusion falls apart. Sign 5. She's never available for you, but always available for herself. This is the clearest sign of being played. She says she's busy, stressed, exhausted, yet somehow has time to post selfies, update stories, hang out with friends, binge shows, and stay active everywhere except with you. She's selective. When a woman wants you, she makes room. When she doesn't, she gives scraps. She maintains just enough connection for you to stay available, but never enough to feel valued. She calls when she wants emotional comfort, needs a favor, or is lonely. But when you ask for time or presence, she disappears behind excuses. Test this. Go silent. Stop volunteering your time and emotional labor. Stop giving her unlimited access. Watch what happens. If she disappears, you were never chosen. If she reaches out, it's about control, not affection. The moment you stop giving, you see the truth. Leaving isn't about her. It's about yourself. She wasn't the problem. The problem was your attachment to the potential you thought she represented. You held on to hope, attention, fantasy. That's the real chain. Shift your mindset. Start with emotional detachment. Stop analyzing her. Stop decoding mixed signals. Treat distance as an answer, not a puzzle. Set boundaries through silence. Remove validation she didn't earn. Focus on yourself, your goals, your health, your growth. When you stop chasing, you stop losing self-respect. You stop giving away your power. You realize she was never the prize. You were. You don't lose the woman. You lose the illusion she sold you. And that is the moment you take back your life. You've seen the pattern. flirtation without depth, other men as leverage, endless effort without appreciation, hot and cold rhythm, selective availability. None of it is accidental. These are blueprints of a woman treating connection like a game. Ask yourself, are you being loved or used? Are you in a relationship or filling an emotional void for someone who disappears when satisfied? Your answer is freedom. If this hit home, stay here. Subscribe so you don't fall into the same trap again. Like the video. Share it with the men in your life who need to hear this. And comment below. Your clarity might wake up another man trapped in hope. Remember, you're not here to be chosen. You're here to choose. And the moment you act like it, the game ends.